Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Raccas here, and this is Season 2 of my Vancouver Whitecaps career mode. I hope you're all doing well, and I'm going to be talking you through my off-season strategy, what I will be going for. I said in the end of the last episode I was looking for maybe a striker and a left mid. I'm also going to be going for a right back, and I'm going to tell you the reason why now. Now, our right back situation is a little bit poor. We've got Cole Sealer and then Smith. Smith was good, but I don't think he should be our everyday right back. I think he's good for spelling, could be leader of our reserves kind of thing. Don't think he should be our starting right back. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be signing a right back in this transfer window, and you'll see who that is in a second. So I'm going to be doing that, and then also I said that I wanted to improve on our left mid situation because we only have Mane and he's quite injury prone. He got injured twice last season. So also what I'm going to do is, because Dom Dwyer was good, he says he's leaving the club. He's not leaving the club. He's here for another 3 years. Don't think we'll need 3 years to win the title with the squad that we've got, but he's here for the next 3 years. I'm going to be moving Bolaños on, buying another striker, and I'll be using Dwyer as cover of one of the wing positions at the top. So we'll have our Scout Future star Henriques, Teixeira, Mane, another left mid, and Dwyer to be used in that top 3 spot as well. Obviously, that's the strategy I'm going with. If you know anyone who would fit in that system, let me know. But I'm also putting 3 offers for 3 players that fill each of those positions, so let's see if they work. And of course, we're going into an invitational trophy. Prize money on offers, not that much really. I mean, 740,000 for this one over here. We'll go in it. But, yeah, that's not a lot of money, really. We won't be ordering into the millions. Why can't you have more money? This is the USA, for crying out loud. I thought sponsorship money was your big deal. And we've got a transfer offer for Teixeira. He's a big part of my plans, so I'm going to reject all offers for him because I like teeny tiny Teixeira. This is the first player that I want to buy, Andrew Farrell. He's got strength, he's got power, he's got stamina. New England won 3.4 million for him. It's right in the price range that I would like to pay for him. 24-year-old right back, definitely an improvement on Smith. And here is the striker, Diego Rubio. He's not going to be statistically better than Barnes or Dwyer, but he's definitely a solid striker. We were able to pick him up for, I think it's 2.2 million. I'm just going to put him as an important first team player, match his wage demands. 23 years old as well, plenty of room for improvement. And here is the left mid I was telling you about. This is Daniel Royer. He's going to be in the 70s overall, 71 or 72 I believe. But he's also got a nice mix of strength and speed. Not as fast as Mane, but he's got his physical presence to hold off defenders. So I think it'd be a nice improvement on Mane. We've got the space with him, bit of strength with Royer. Definitely shores up that left-hand side. And with this being the preseason, I'm actually going to sim this preseason. If it was worth more money, I probably would have played it. So the first game is against Whitecaps. As you can see on the left-hand side, that is our starting lineup. Dwyer is playing in the left. We're using our Scout Future star Henriques at the right mid position. Barnes looks like he's picked up an injury. No! Straight away, right, now let's sim it, and whoa! Okay, 5-0, okay, so we got Adekugbe, come back off loan, picks up a goal, and I've been calling Cheney, number 15 Cheney, but I got told in the comments it's Tachorney. Okay, so I do apologise for pronouncing that around the entire of last season. So Chorney goes up and scores a goal. Morales, as usual, pops up with 2. Mane comes off the bench to get the 5th. Oh dear, transfer off, shit! Chicago have put in an offer for 7 million for the Morales. Holy crap, that's a lot. Right, no, I can't. He's the main man, I can't. Right, Barnes' injury from the last game, 2 days, bruised elbow, I can live with that. Edgar says, thank you for playing me in the last match. No problem, Edgar, no problem. Okay, so we've got an announcement that Perez has come back from loan, as has Carducci. Royer has accepted the contract, so welcome to the club. As I said, 72 overall, pretty decent. Let's have a look at his stats now. Okay, so these are the stats we're going with Royer. Obviously, the acceleration, agility are all good there. Sprint speed, stamina in the 80s, 61 strength. He's better than Mane's. Don't get me wrong, it's only a little bit better, but he's better than Mane's. Ball control's good. Finishing's in the 60s. We can live without that. 5'10". High work rates, 3-star skill foot, 3-star skill moves. It's not bad. Right footed, can play left mid or right mid. That's the versatility I want. but like Mane, can play on the left, cut in on the right foot, and hopefully get a couple of goals, but also got enough on the weak foot to be able to put in an okay cross. He's got a finesse shot, which is always great. For the second game against San Jose in the Cup, I'm just changing things up a little bit, giving a couple of our rotated players a go. Carducci's just come back off loan. I want to see if he's good enough to be our full-time reserve keeper. And obviously we've got Parker, Edgar, Adekugbe, Smith, Chorney, Tabert, Mesquida, Teixeira, Royer making his debut. Dyer straight through the middle this time. Let's see what we can do. And Teixeira pops up with a goal, sim it to the end. Teixeira is the only goal of the game, so we got our 100% record in this tournament carrying on. Oh, and would you look at this? Both Farrell and Rubio have accepted the contracts, so we have my entire 3 targets have all signed, which is brilliant. So now my squad is pretty stacked. So these are Farrell's stats. I mean, the acceleration in the 80s, stamina and sprint speed. Well, sprint speed just out of the 80s as well. Strength high 77. Not too good on the technical, really. But 2-star, 2-star, 2-star can play centre-back as well. 5'11", a little bit too short to play centre-back. But his little diagram at the top, pace, physical, defending, that's the trifecta I wanted to go for. He's got no specialities, no traits, but he's definitely improvement on Smith. Now, Rubio, aggression, his sprint speed is in the 70s, acceleration 80, agility and is all good on that. He's a 71 in the finishing, penalties and shot power in the 70s as well. 3-star weak foot, 3-star skill moves, can play on the right wing of the 3 as well as playing through the middle. Medium attacking work rate, low defensive work rate means he's probably only going to stay up there, which is not too bad. No specialities or traits either. But as I said, he's going to be a rotation player around Barnes, and then obviously if we need him to fill out on the right wing, we can do. So we've got a lot of versatility in the top 3 as well. Our squad is looking quite deep in a minute, so I definitely will need to sell players in this window, but I will show you now what I expect our first team lineup to be. Okay, this is possibly, I've had a quick tweak around and I've had a look at everything, and I think this is going to be our starting lineup to balance everything out. So we've got new signing Royer with Barnes and Teixeira as the front 3. I think that gives us a lot of potential. Teixeira is obviously tiny and he's got a nice bit of pace on him. Barnes is just the rock at the centre. And Barnes is just the rock at the top of that triangle, so he can just hold the ball up, allow Royer and Teixeira to run off him, also let Morales spin him around like he did so well last season. Then we've got Diskerud, Chorney and Morales. Just that midfield 3 is scary how good it is. Diskerud with the passing ability, Morales with just all-round beast. And then obviously we've got Chorney, who is just a physical beast, can break everything up and get the ball sprayed it around. I like how strong our back 4 is looking now with Farrell, Opara, Watson and Adekugbe. That is just looking pretty damn good. We've got pace on the wings. Opara's pace and physical is just unbelievable for a centre-back of his size. Watson not as fast, but his physical and defending stats rival anybody in this game. Adekugbe, not played with him as much, but he looks like he's got the physical stats to do well and hold his own. And then obviously we've got Usted, liable to some mistakes, but you know, he's a goalkeeper, everyone's liable to mistakes. And I reckon our bench could look similar to this. Bustos can be interchangeable with either Bolaños, Harrison, Henriquez, Jacobson, De Jong, Smith, Dean, Parker. We've got loads of options in the reserves, or even Bolaños until we get rid of him. So that spot there is obviously just very fluid. Then we've got Dwyer, Rubio, Mesquida, our attacking options, and Mane as our attacking options on the bench, so we're very potent there. Tabert could come in with a long shot, fill in either of the CDM positions, and then we've got Edgar at the sole place on the defensive side. But again, we've got a great reserve in Parker, who can't get in the team at the minute because everyone is just playing well around him. But obviously, if Watson or Opara just have a little bit of an injury, I know I have every faith in Parker and Edgar to step up and be part of that team. So that is going to do it for this episode. I hope you've enjoyed. I hope you agree with my strategy with with the signings that I've made. If you don't, leave them in the comments down below who I should sell, who I should sign. And yeah, so I will see you for the next episode. Tra.